Ready, set, go, 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 go.
I said I'm with the soul trap. I said I'm with the soul trap. It's a bitch. Hey.
What's up, Soul Family? We are Soul Tribe. I'm your host, Livy Love.
I am Selena Dream.
And I'm your host too, Benji.
And you are now tuning in with
Tribing it. Saving one soul at a time.
Streaming live on our Black Media Network.
Let's go.
Okay, so today's topic is how do artists be themselves and be artists?
I've been waiting to speak on this type of topic. Sure.
Yeah.
But before we get into the topic, how you feeling today?
Good.
I feel amazing, bro.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a lot of excitement and energy in the air.
Yeah.
It's a lot that's been transpiring for us. Really, since we start doing this.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so cool and
Yeah.
smooth. Like I remember watching other people do podcasts and interviews and stuff, and hearing how they life goes when they start doing something. It's like we experiencing it too as well.
Yeah.
So it's like it feels good. I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great. How about you, bro?
Bro, I'm feeling pretty good, bro. I'm going with emotions. You feel me? It's like, honestly, now I'm taking everything. We're not saying I've been doing this, but I'm taking everything day by day. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this stage right now, like I'm just being aware of what lessons is taken forth at the very moment. You know what I'm saying? Just like being aware of the other side, you know, so it ain't too oblivious to them when it pop up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Dig that. How about you, lady?
I mean, you can probably tell my face. I'm just all cheesy. I'm just happy to be here today. Today feels like a good day, you know? Like, I came out this morning. It's a good day. So, yeah.
That's love.
Yeah.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
So before we go ahead and get into the first segment, I think we should go ahead and pop it off with a just talk with Livy.
Okay. Just talk with love, okay? Just for one, just talk with love. Always. Just talk with love. For one, my quote for today is being detached is okay. It helps you not take things so personal. Meaning that when you feel something, for me, just being me, like sometimes I can feel, I'm an empath, so I feel everything and I feel everybody's emotions. I feel everything. So sometimes just coming in the room and being one in your body and just being detached from everything outside of you, you know what I'm saying? It lets you not take things so personal and not allowing all kind of energies in your vortex. So being detached, not taking things so personal.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's real. I definitely dealt with my times of being, you know, overly attached to certain things. I feel like it came from, of course, me assessing my childhood, like the different things. Like I used to feel like things was taken away from me a lot, so that would place a certain type of attachment type things I used to place on external things, and I didn't. That's just something I had to learn growing up. So don't feel bad if this is like, okay, dang, you know that is me, or dang, that's what we do. It's all about awareness. You get aware of the problem, and as soon as you get aware, you take steps into doing it. Because I know a lot of different people who are, even I've been speaking to recently, they'll just beat themselves up as soon as they hear the first thing. You ain't got to do that. You know, you be patient with other people, so forth like that. Take that same patience, gentleness, and care with yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So that's I rock with that statement you made.
Not for real.
Thanks. For me, I had abandonment issues as a kid. So I mean, like being detached, it was like something I had a long time mastering. But like for you, like you know what I'm saying. For us, it's just like being detached as artists. It helps. It helps to just be in your body at all times and stand on who you are. Always stand on who you are.
That's cool. You said something about abandonment issues. I felt a lot of us, especially like growing up in our community, either our father wasn't there or our mom wasn't there.
Yeah.
So abandonment issues is naturally already it's something that we already have to deal with, even if we're not aware of it and know what it actually is. So abandonment issues is like, you know, being able to overcome that inadequacy, feeling like you're not enough, not knowing why somebody wasn't there, whether if it was a mom or a dad, or just knowing why they're not there. And the reason why, and understanding that coming to the understanding of that life can be life. Life can be life if you let it be life, you know, and just we just advanced now. Now we know all this stuff. We know stuff that our parents, grandparents, elders, cousins,
Had a hard time figuring out.
that they had the experience to find out. With us, we live in the internet stage, the internet era. We live in all these different eras where the knowledge is there. So we can read about things, we can see things and learn things before we even actually experience it. So, you know, that makes it a lot easier. So
Yeah,
you really said a mouthful with that abandonment issues for real, because a lot of us go through abandonment issues. And I got a question. Okay, going back to your topic of your segment, Just Talk with Love. So how do you detach? What's something that you do, practice, you know, say anything that helps you detach. What's something that helps you detach?
I think for me, like, it may sound weird, but sometimes, like, I would catch myself, like, even, like, you know what I'm saying? Mastering detachment is not easy. You know what I'm saying? When you detach from the outer world, sometimes it's easy for you to detach from yourself as well. Like, it's been many times where I have had conversations with myself out loud, and I would literally be speaking in third point of view. And it's like, why am I speaking third point of view to myself? Like, it's me. I am me. I am we. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me to detach, like do it the safe way without like losing that part of like my mind, like not detaching from my actual self. I guess like just talking to myself out loud and not keeping it all so much inside my head, because I mean, like, honestly, like we all talk to ourselves, but making it real and actually speaking out loud and bringing it to reality instead of it just being something in this dimension and actually bringing it outside in this dimension, it helps you actually, okay, like this is not making sense. This is not aligning with what I believe or what I want for myself. So, okay, this isn't what I want. I can just, okay, that's not what I want. And that could be the end of that. That's detaching right there. So just keeping that space in between, like, your emotions and like keeping that space from the facts, because if it's facts, it's different from your emotions. So like for me, it's just like actually not reacting off of like what I always feel, because sometimes we can react off our emotions so much that we'll literally like we'll be so attached because our emotions are involved. So it's like I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, I'm pissed off, whatever it is, but like just detaching from that emotion, feeling that emotion and not allowing that emotion to like determine everything. So like my emotions, I have very powerful emotions. I can go from feeling happy to sad or wherever the case may be, but like just being able to detach from my emotion, feeling that emotion, and then okay, I didn't like what this person said, I didn't like that. End it right there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. Okay, I'm being honest to myself that I didn't like something. So now I can detach from that. You know what I'm saying? I can now say it out loud. Okay, I didn't like that. Okay, move forward. Next, what's next? You know? So like, yeah, like just mastering your emotions and actually speaking out loud and not keeping it so much in here. So like,
That's facts.
Because sometimes we hurt people and don't know. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people hurt us and they don't know. And they're like, I was being me. And it's just like, okay. But it's all in here. That's the thing. Like, perception is reality. So like detaching from your emotions. What you feel, just feel it, let it go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I like that.
So back into this topic of the day.
Yep.
You feel me? All right. We do got 5 minutes before we hit that first commercial, but we do want to slide on this a little bit. Who would like to answer this? How to be an artist? Is there a correct way to be an artist?
Yes, I answered.
You say yes? Okay.
Yes, it is. The correct way.
Put me down.
The correct way to be an artist is to be yourself. Find out who you are. no matter how long it takes, no matter what you got to experience to grow through, really find out who you is, find out what you like, find out what you don't like, find out what drives you, what motivates you. Like, actually take the time out to learn yourself and study yourself, because we have this fixated idea that we already know ourselves by the time we 16, 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? No, we haven't even experienced life yet. It's way more to life. That's just our identity. It helps us identify who we are, who we were, what we've been through. It helps us build who we are, but we have our whole lives ahead of us.
Right.
So, find out who you is first. And then once you find out who you is, don't be afraid to be it, no matter what, no matter if it's against the social norm, no matter if you're the only person that's like this in this corner, in this area, be who you are. And I feel that's the correct way to be an artist, is to be yourself, because nowadays in the music industry, coming up, all that, a lot of people not themselves. It's obvious. You can see it, you can feel it through the music. It's easy for everybody to put on a certain persona, a tough guy persona. It's easy even for women to be in the masculine energy of what they seen and what's helping people get put on and what's helping people blow and stuff. So now people can just look and be like, okay, I can talk about lean, I can talk about drugs, I could talk about, you know what I'm saying? I could talk about shooting people, whatever, anything. So, and knowing when that's really not them, when you meet them in person, that's not even the type of energy that they carry, that they even want to be on, anything like that. So it's easy to create personas, false personas, and then false people and false prophets, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole. So just be yourself. Yeah. That's my answer right there. Be yourself. Yeah. Be yourself. Be yourself for real. Be yourself.
Okay, for sure. I got like a similar response with like a different answer.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel there is no correct way to be an artist. The reason why I say that is because, just like what we said, everybody is different. You feel me? Everybody has a gift for one. And I'm gonna speak a little bit more about that on my artist tip of the day, y'all. But everybody is different. Everybody possesses a gift that's only for them, that they're only able to utilize. So in a sense, if we say there is a correct way, that means we're kind of saying like there's one representation of how something should be. And in a sense, that representation is always gonna be different. Because there is no standard of you, in a sense. You get what I'm saying? There is no standard. So I feel like artists, because I was watching this, me and the tribe, we was watching this interview earlier, and it was an interview with Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled, and Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, I seen
and it was the Boss Talk tape, and it was basically speaking about just they different things that they overcome in their journey, just really catching up. You know what I mean? And throughout that, Lil Wayne had made this comment that really had sat with me. He said, DJ Khaled said, "Yo, what you want out of this?" And he was like, "I want to become the ultimate artist." He was like, "Whoa, that really had sat. It hit because it's like somebody, in a sense, somebody could be looking at Lil Wayne as the ultimate artist now, but the way that he's viewing himself, he ain't even reached that level. So it ain't even no limit to something. So I like, just to bring it back full circle, I feel like there is no correct way to be an artist. I feel like the best way to do it is kind of to be yourself, in a sense, because your life begins to become the canvas. Now people are like invested in the journey of your life and not just the products you put out. So you got people wanting to like, they're like
who you is.
Looking at, they're looking at your life like the movie now. It ain't just about what you're putting out. So that's just my response.
Yeah.
We are about to post the first commercial though.
We
are about to post the first commercial. Yeah. Hey y'all, these next three people we got, they're gonna hit you with some fire, no cap. Shouts out to Tribe.
No
cap.
No cap.
Let's get it. We'll be right back with
Tribe.
Got me feeling good. The sun will always come out on my end. I was supposed to die, but I didn't. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I show gratitude for God and me, for the source, my celestial council, for my angels, for Mother Earth. I show gratitude. Love with 3 E's. I thought my heart was too pure for this earth, but I'm here, baby. Love with 3 E's.
But all I had was love to offer. Remember?
Look, check. Okay, I'm connected with the last homies. Got the land of fashion on me. Lavish in Atlanta, low-key. Lacking get shit clapping, homie. Celebrating all my shattered trophies. Losing make me happy, Wody. It mean that you ain't the only one that's trying to down bad me, Brody. I grab a 40, bought it like my dad was Kobe. Got my 5th ring up in this game like holy matrimony. I had the master focus. Niggas wanna Al Capone me. I told them I'ma snatch the stone and set and pat the stone is real. If I ain't on your platforms, I'm coming straight into attack the office. Snatch your on this text tokens, jack your ass like I'm a donkey. Be damned if it's a saddle on me. Braggadocious, but none ego on me until the casket closing.
Whoa. Hey, I say I never had a lot, but I got all I need. People never cared till it's R.I.P. Unless you look like me, killing me for my melanin body parts for free. Had to drive by up the street, only war, not peace. Human on human crime, who give a fuck about the details? Prices going up like a Jordan resale, and I still prevail as I walk through this hell with grace. Running like I'm the only nigga in the race. Maintain myself while I maintain my pace. In every case, I'm the best man. With all
What is going back? And we is back with
Friday.
the first 3 artists that you just seen. The first one being,
The one and only.
Why?
you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Part of the trapping it, going crazy. Second one, we had that boy Leak. You know what I'm saying? Please make sure that you go tap in on their social media platforms. And right after we had Xavier, the artist. Shouts out to all the artists that was a part of this Artist on the Rise. Shouts out to DJ Richard Rose for being the man. You feel me? Congratulations, y'all. We see y'all moving. We see y'all climbing. Keep striving. Keep going. Keep flowing.
Gotta keep going.
You know?
Okay.
All right. Back to this topic, y'all. So, Libya, how is there a correct way to be an artist? And if so, or if not, why?
Yay and nay. Like, I feel like it's like, yes, it is with my love, like basically what he said, and then what you said as well. Like, no, like there's no rules, but at the same time, but at the same time, it is rules. For me, it's like, no, it's not rules, because like it's just be who you are, like literally just exist. Like all you have to do is literally exist. And if that is who you say you are, just run with that. Don't run with something that's not you, because it's like it kind of goes back to like the spiritual thing of just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you doing it for your ego, and then it's like it's not you, and then you have an ego death, and you keep having ego death, and you keep having to just die, and then you're like, okay, well, who am I then? So like to just avoid all of that whole rabbit hole, I mean, to just be yourself. Like really, I wouldn't want to go through all of that. I don't.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I've literally done, and I literally did a lot, especially when it came to music, like just and poetry, like trying to figure out what I sound like and what I should sound like, and then looking over and just like, okay, like, I want to know like how do they do what they do, and then I try it and it's not me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if it's you and it's different, then okay. You know what I'm saying? If it's you and you're in your own little world with your own little Legos and you're making your own music, then that's fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually people want to come over and be like, okay, what kind of game are they playing over there? And then they go come over to your bin of Legos and drop their Legos and come over and play with your Legos, because it's you. It's not the Legos, it's you playing with the Legos. So it's like, just like being your facts, just being like literally just existing and being yourself. And then like, if your music is who you say you are, because there's been many cases of where I've actually seen like people actually not be who they say they are. And then it's like, people are like, like, I see you ain't who you say you are, and then they try to test it. So it's like always just being being who you say you are. Always literally just being who you say you are. Literally will literally do that. And they do it in front of anybody, and they won't care. And then that's more like an ego death right there in front of everybody. And that'll make you be a lot more ashamed of who you are, rather than just
make you want to quit.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to do this. Being a rapper is a dangerous job.
It is.
It's a dangerous job. You basically
you're on so many different energies.
You got your hand up saying I'm a targeted individual. Off rip. Basically saying that.
Because you really just, for one, you leave it once it's said and it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's out there. So however you was projecting, whatever type of energy you're trying to put out, it's out there. Now nobody telling people to be scared of creating. You artists are, there is no right way nor no wrong way. Be you to the best of your ability. We just saying to just have some awareness with it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, just have some
Be aware of
awareness.
what
Be
energies you
authentic
put out,
with it,
because
you
some
know?
music can draw different energies, can draw different people, and that may not be the people that you're trying to draw. So like just keeping that duality all across the board, like with your music, with your artistry, just keeping that diversity all across the board, the diverseness of you. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping that, like, the different layers of you showing. Like, you know, people are like onions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we have multiple layers. So it's like just showing everybody like it's more layers than you. Like, as soon as somebody think they know you, they really don't know you.
Yes,
Like, people think they know me and they really don't know me. People think they know us and really don't know us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they hear one thing and they may just be drawn to that energy, and then they hear something else and they're like, I don't really think this is me, but I came here for this energy, so I'm gonna listen to this because, you know, I came here for this energy. So it's like just like literally just existing and just being who you say you are. And people definitely want to like just listen and just you know what I'm saying? I've been alone for a very long time when it came to music. So it's like just existing. Literally. That's literally all you have to do. Sounds like basic, but it's not. It's really easy.
It's a process for sure.
Yeah.
And that is going to lead into my first segment, the artist tip of the day. We'll be right back. All right. So, Two Benji is back with the artist tip of the day. Now, look, y'all. I took a little time to get this first one out because I want to bring it back to the root. You feel me? Like before we even dive too deep in this, dive too deep in that, we gonna get right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So one of the root things that all artists and all creators must know is being able to explain what your gift is. Now, let me go a little bit more deep into this. Shouts out to E.T. It wasn't until I truly like understood what my gift was that I was able to act on it way better and treat it with some respect. So first and foremost, you got to understand your gift is a gift. And what is a gift? It's a gift to gift other people. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be gifting to other people. So in a sense, you got to make sure that present is wrapped up right. You can't be pimping your gift out. You got to treat your gift as if it's your partner. So you remember in the first episode, we were saying learning yourself and self-mastery, you got to date yourself. You know, so you got to really learn yourself, learn another side of yourself. Take some time with it, treat it out. You need to treat your gift the same way like that. So if you are a good speaker, if you are a good dancer, if you are a good vocalist, you are a good drawer, understand that's a gift for a reason. You know, that's how you're supposed to be gifted to the world in whatever shape, way, or form that you're supposed to do it. So the question need to be rolling in like, okay, instead of how am I going to get this done, is how is this gift, which one of my gifts is going to work for me to accomplish this? You feel me? You got to rearrange it. Which one of my gifts is going to bring this in for me today so I can make this shape? You know, and you got to understand business, technicalities, whatever, so forth like that. That's always going to come up, but you don't want to pimp your gift out. You don't want to treat your gift like a pimp. You know, your gift, your voice. You don't want to treat it, man, I want to just try and cut it up and box it in and make it so technical and yada. Look, man, you're not going to do nothing, but you're going to drain your gift out. You're going to get all the juice. All of it's going to be gone. And that point is not even a gift no more. It's a replica. You know, you kind of drain your gift. Yeah. So understand that your gift is a partner of you. It's an accessory to your toolkit, but you got to treat it with some respect though. Take it out sometimes. Date it sometimes. Don't overuse it. Don't abuse it because you're the only one that got that power. It's a gift. It's a gift for a reason. So like I said, bringing it back, the artist tip of the day, take some time to understand your gift. Your gift is a gift to other people. Make sure that the way you rap it and presenting it is the right way. You know?
That was hard.
Very true. Very true.
Okay. How do you value your gift? What things do you do to value your gifts?
Thank you for asking that, my brother. Yeah. So one thing for sure that I do to value my gift, I'm always exercising. No, I know that might be like, dang, so you always utilizing how it's like now. So what I mean by exercising it, I'm putting it to work, and it's just like working out with the body. You know, you got certain reps, you got a certain routine that you do, and after that routine, you treat it, right? So I treat my gift the same thing like that. I'm very good at speaking. And like captivating emotion through my voices, so you can really feel what I'm saying. You can understand it. I'm very good at doing that. So a way to make sure that I'm treating that gift, I'm making sure that I'm drinking the right things. Not only just drinking the right things, I have to really watch what I say, y'all. I'm gonna get completely real with y'all. The fact that I'm able to convey emotions and so forth like that so easy, people, it's like for one, being a leader, I've been placed in a lot of leadership positions for a specific reason. You know, it's like a lot of times I felt like I was that one out the whole group where everybody gonna follow, because it's like, I know he really in it for me. You know, it ain't just like trying to direct me around, just try and be somebody to do that. You really for me, because I'm gonna speak up, you know, because I always felt like I wasn't able to be heard. So in a sense with that, I have to make sure everything that I'm saying, my intentions is very pure. Like I gotta double my intentions more than any other, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how everybody else do it, but me, my intentions has to be pure, because whatever is said is taken for what it is off the gate. I have to be real. Like it ain't gonna even come out my mouth right type stuff. I have to be real with it. So I gotta make sure I'm very aware of what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, the tone of how I'm saying it. Sometimes it can make people get real up, make people get real down, or people get real. It's a lot, you know, and a lot of people may not be able to process it at that time. So I just take gentleness care with it. You know, I treat it like it's another version of me. You know, I don't abuse it. I don't try to use it all the time, even when I know it may be needed in this room, or man, I know I could go crazy right here. It ain't needed all the time. What's understood ain't got to be explained. All the time it ain't needed. Sometimes your opinion don't need to be said. You know, just keep it to yourself.
Right.
You're real good at speaking. I had to understand that. I'm very good at speaking, meaning my opinion doesn't need to be shared all the time. Sometimes some people just want to be able to tell me some stuff because they value my opinion. They want to, you know what I mean? So that's the way, bro.
You know, it's crazy too. I like how you like basically simplify your gift down to I talk. I like to talk. I'm a talker. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm an overly complicated person. I think a lot. You know what I'm saying? So just simplifying it down to just something that people will make your gift seem like it's a bad thing. The connotation of, okay, he talks a lot. Okay, like, okay, he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he talks a lot. But it's not an insecurity. People will tell you it's an insecurity, but it's actually a gift.
It's actually a gift. You feel me?
And that's how they
you can't let people down you for that. They may not understand it, but they not know that's what gets you through the door.
Yeah.
That's what gets you through the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They may not have understood their stuff at their time, but this is a gift personally for you. That's what gets you through the stuff. They may not see that all the time. It's cool. It ain't meant for them to understand.
Right.
You feel me? Because it's like somebody overthinking. Really appreciate them people. They taking the time to make sure whatever they finna come out their mouth is something that they value because they thinking about you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Seriously. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Dig that. I had a question. Going back to the to your gifts about speaking. Okay.
On cap, y'all, about 95 degrees. Yeah, it's getting hot.
It is.
And I mean, we vibrating so high frequency.
Yeah.
Like, how you knew?
What should I say, though, brother?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. How do you know when your voice needs to be heard, and how do you know when you need to be quiet? How do you know when to console and when not to?
Yeah. How you know that?
Okay. And right after this, y'all, we're gonna go into the second commercial. You feel me? But my personal response, everybody has different. I don't want to say triggers, but has different signals their body gives when you need to speak up. So personally, for example, when I know I need to speak up, my body will start acting out, you know. So my voice, like for one, when I know it was a time that I needed to speak up, my voice go out, I start getting sick in my throat, coughing, all type of stuff. It's like, dang, that's my throat chakra. I was supposed to be speaking up. So now I got to reassess at what point in time I was like, bro, I knew I should have said what I needed to say. Or as the time is, like the moment is going on, you feel it right here. But you got to make sure it ain't just off the emotion. You know, process it. Make sure you listen first. Because if you just jump out talking, you weren't listening, and you may not say what really needs to be said. Because if you just sit there and listen, people will tell you exactly what they need
to hear.
They'll tell you exactly what they need to hear. And once you say it, they may not take it in that quick because it's like, wait, but it's, listening is the key trait. But 100. We're finna go and get into this second commercial. We will be right back with
Trapping it.
Chill. Okay. Let's rock. Yo, what is going back? We is now back with
Trapping
it. Shouts out to those businesses that's on the rise. The first one is Rainy Day Enterprises. Major shouts out to Shahida El Amin. She does business credit, and alongside business credit, she'll help any type of business get some funding. So if you need some funding, you need different things to come in, she is the one for you. Rainy Enterprises, let's post everything. So shouts out to that. The second one, Perk City. Put them on game.
Perk City, it's a clothing brand. It's a clothing brand. It's a clothing brand made by one of our partners' cousin. But little bro, he's been, ever since we met him like a year ago, and he's been consistent with his clothing line. He's been consistent with dropping. He's been serious about it, and he's young. So shouts out to Perk City. And yeah, shouts out to all the black-owned businesses. Shouts out to everybody that's actually
really
that's dreaming and living a dream, that's believing, that's achieving, that's grinding, that's putting in any type of work and energy that they need to put in to be able to receive the fruits of their labor.
Come on, 100. I know it's a barrier to hop because you got to get over all the fear and all the other people. Bro, what you doing? That don't even make sense. Get over all that fear and you keeping it at it. Shouts out to you. We love you. We appreciate you because your confidence and the stuff that you're doing is waking everybody else up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Back at it though. I do got a question for you all though. So kind of doubling back what we were speaking on before this about the gifts. I do want to ask you all, what is you all's perspective on gifts? And when I say gifts that artists are able to have. So you know how I'll just say one example. I attended the Word Crossover show last week, and it was a student in there. Her name is Morgan. Shouts out Morgan. She was I attended a couple of the practice workshops, and she was singing in there, every one of them, singing the song, but she was saying like, dang, I don't know if I don't know if I can really be able to rock this out, I'm just a little nervous, so forth like that. And everybody was just saying, look, you're gonna do amazing, right? It comes time for the show. She gets to performing. When I tell you, the whole audience, the whole room got the lights up, everything. She literally had the whole entire crowd interacting. So it's like the energy she put into the music reciprocated right back to her when she performed it. So I want to know, like, what's y'all perspective on like the impact of like our gifts, for real, like the impact that it be having, the fact that it can change somebody's mind, the fact it can really like help somebody deal with their feelings. Like, how y'all feel about that?
Well, first we already heard your gift. What's your gift? I think we should talk about our gifts first.
Okay.
And actually,
you go first. You go first.
Okay. Well, perceptionally, how I feel about just gifts in general, I think that gifts are, for one, I think that they have their good things and then they have their bad things. It's like they have the good connotation and they have the negative connotation, but it's all in perception. But like for me, I feel like my gift is like just being able, like I overcomplicate everything. And sometimes I overcomplicate everything for people, but it makes sense. But it's like my sense, if that makes sense. So for me, it's like, yeah, like it makes, like I know, like you cannot tell me, like for sure. And I know it makes sense to me because I look over at the clock and I see 422. It's an angel number. So even if nobody else understands, I get it. So I think that when it comes to gifts, I think that like the gift that like I feel like my gift, like another thing too that I was very like because I'm good at overcomplicating everything. I don't try to, but because I overcomplicate everything, it helped me be able to understand understand like the theatrics of performing, being able to like actually like put it inside my mind and be able to add the theatrics. It's not just something I'm rehearsing and reciting. It's something I'm actually be like programming inside my mind. So when I get there, it's like, okay,
your vision is amazing.
Yeah, like so you know what I'm saying? So for me, like it's been plenty of times where I have been like when we were in Deep, shout out to Deep, but like I would be in Deep and it would be time for performances, and people who know me, like I'm very goofy. I can laugh all day if you let me, but I control a lot because I just be so piped. But like I remember like one time I remember we had our final show and I remember I was sitting there and we were literally practicing and I was laughing the whole time. Like we was practicing and I literally was laughing. I could not stop laughing. Like I was just in my own world and he was just like he was just like my writing coach, Marquise. Shout out Marquise. He was just like, yeah, hear Keith speak. Yeah, shout out Marquise. But like he was just like Libby, like he was just being so patient with me, and he's a Leo too, so he was just like, okay, like this is just how Libby is, you know what I'm saying? Like we know at the day, the day of she gonna have it. But like I just wanted to like be able to be in that moment, but for some reason my mind just kept overcomplicating. I just kept laughing. I kept playing with the girl that was, you know what I'm saying, Seti, that was practicing with me. Like we were just in our own world, and then the day of, like literally it went perfect. I literally had the poem, everything in my mind. It was like almost like it was like okay, I'm here. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me in my own world in La La Land. Like now I'm in La La Land. Now I gotta be in La La Land in front of people. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's just like simplifying it down to just like, since I'm so complicated, just simplifying it down to just, okay, like I got something I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like I'm in La La Land a lot of times. Okay, if I'm in La La Land, cool. Let's just bring La La Land to the stage. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? For me, that's how it just made sense to me. So when I got on stage and I would see the impact I would make on people, it would be like, dang, like, I really did that for you? Or you know what I'm saying? Or wow, I really did that? But it's like me in my La La Land. It's me in my own little world, bringing you to it. So for me, that's my gift. Bringing people to my world, making people believe it, making it believable. But it's not something that like, it was never something that like it was something I had a hard time understanding, but it was never something I had a hard time doing. Like for me, like my family is just like, okay, she just, you know what I'm saying? She just overcomplicated, but I just had to simplify it in my way. It was me. So it was just like, for me, it was just like seeing the impact of my gift and how I like balance it is being able to come back, because La La Land has its pros and cons as well. You know what I'm saying? I can be on stage and I can be in La La Land and I can be performing a piece and never come back. I'll get off stage and I feel bad. And then, you know what I'm saying, I would have my writing coach and he'd be like, Libby, like, hey, or I have my Malik, like, hey, Libby, like, you know, you good, like, you off the stage now. And it's just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So being able to just like, not getting lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being in La La Land, you can get lost. So, I mean, like, with any gift, it has its good and bad, but it's being able to master it so you can be able to protect yourself.
And what you saying, you said this the last episode about channeling spirits.
Yeah.
And like with you being, I didn't seen you perform. I didn't see you perform in the bar, and it, you know what I'm saying. And I didn't see you perform in front of women, drunk women. So people's spirits out. So you could be saying the story, and it could be so heartfelt. It could be felt, and it could be your trauma, your pain, but it's so relatable. Like what you speaking, like not only what you speaking, but how it's coming out, how it's being channeled. It's that presence, it's that divinity, that divine presence being channeled through, and it's like it connects to their spirits, and they all connect, they all feel it. So it's like it's Oh my
It's
God!
like a la la land.
like,
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
it's beyond the la la land. It makes them,
exactly.
and it goes back to you. It goes back to the same thing with speaking. What bro was saying, being a great speaker, goes back to you being a great speaker. Like, but great leaders are great speakers.
Okay,
that's all
I understand. I agree, but I think that for me, just being like I said, like just like it's just like I don't want to just make it seem so simplistic, but for me, it's just being in my body, just like literally being in my own world and then coming to the world and bring people into my world. I mean, yeah, it does make me a great speaker, but like it's not like
I feel what you're saying. That's you.
You're right.
That's you.
Like
that's you. And respectfully, it's you. But I'm just telling you, like, the impact on the outside.
Okay.
Like, I'm giving you the understanding, like, what it actually is for real.
What it actually looks like.
If God could speak.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right, y'all. We is finna go in and get in with the newest segment of
Whoa.
He gave me the wood frames. He gave me the wood frames. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Might give you guys. Okay. No. Okay. Wisdom of the day. My bad, y'all. My bad. Okay. All right, y'all. All right. So, I'm here with my name is Salim, and I'm giving you guys the wisdom of the day. So, the topic, the wisdom of the day is leave the past in the past. Leave the past behind. Leave the past in the past. I was telling my lady earlier about Untitled Chapter. I seen the post he made, and he was like, okay, if you focus on the past, that brings depression. If you live in the future, that brings anxiety. And the best thing to do is live in the present moment. So, bro said it earlier. He's taking things day by day. My love said the same thing earlier. Shouts out to Zay. Zay said the same thing the other day, taking it day by day, being in the present, because so much things are happening right now in this present moment. You can't even really, if you think about the past, it's like if you think about the past, you literally gonna be in the past. So now that you think about the past, you're gonna see somebody from the past. You're gonna see somebody from the past. You're gonna cross paths with somebody in the past. From the past, it's gonna be so much. It's like, so being in the present moment, being in not only just right now, for everybody, beyond what's going on in your life and what you're experiencing. Being in the present moment right now, all of the power that you can possibly possess is in the present moment. The direction, you can be able to sit still, you can be able to be, you can listen to God, you can look for God, you can look for signs, you can look for your prayers, you can look for the answers that you're looking for by simply being in today. Even if you have things lined up, you have things planned out for Friday, you have things planned out for Saturday, that's great, but be present, because there's so much things we can do and there's so much we cannot do. But it's all about being in the present. And leaving the past in the past, bro. Like the past, I'm a life path number 9. One of the biggest obstacles that I face in life is letting go of the past, letting go of what happened, letting go of what I experienced, and not forgetting about it, but just letting it go, so I don't have to experience it again, so I don't have to dwell on it. So it's big for me to not live in the past, to not be in the past. It's okay to reflect. It's okay to reflect about your journey and what you've been through to get you here and how you got here. That's what you're supposed to do, because you have people that don't reflect on their journey. They just keep growing, and they keep growing to the point where they don't even know who they is. They don't know who they is. They forget who they is. They forget what they accomplished. They don't actually see the value in who they are. Even though they accomplish all these great things, they don't actually see the value in it for real, because they don't feel it. They don't even remember it. So how can they? It's vague to them. It's vague. So it's important to live in the present, but it's also important to reflect on the past, not live in the past. And it's also important to envision the future, to direct it, to have that direction, to being here. Like my love was talking about my gifts, and I'm gonna say this real quick. Okay, I believe that my gifts. I believe that we all have multiple gifts. I believe that one strong gift that I have that I can honestly remember is my imagination, my vision. Like being able to see. I could have a conversation with somebody, and even if I don't know what they're talking about or know this story, I could hear the story and picture it in my head in my own way. So that's something that always helped me. And especially with who I am right now in life, learning about the law of attraction, manifestation, visualization and stuff, it challenges my mind, and it challenges my mind's eye, my third eye. It challenges me to create create in my la land. It challenged me to create scenarios. I done had moments where I visualize things happening and it happened the exact same way I visualize it. And just from one time of that happening, it let me know that it's real. So if I can do that one time, I can do it multiple times. And it's all about just practice. You know, practice makes perfect. You know, preparation, and just, you know, having fun with it. So yeah, like, you know, on the wisdom of the day, leave the past in the past. For real, leave the past in the past. You know what I'm saying? The past is the past, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Past is the grass.
No kizzy. Step in it too. You step in it. Step on it for real, because man, these timelines everywhere, it's so much going on. So it's a lot of confusion. Make sure you can be able to see and have clarity through all of it. That's all. And I think it's about that time. Yeah, it seems like it's about that time for us to go on our next Renee, our next commercial. So see y'all in a little bit.
See y'all in a little bit. Tune in with
Try it.
Bye.
All right. He is back with and that session was question and answer session. So if you got some questions, we want to go ahead and see them in that box and let pop up because we got about a few minutes left. Before we go ahead and just get to the end and that's the events, I did want to say a little something back to tap in with what Celine was talking about on leaving the past in the past. And I ain't gonna make it long, keep it short. Leave the past in the past. One, because if you so focused on the past, you are missing what's going on in the present moment and you're leaving yourself susceptible to be taken advantage of. Now, look, I just recently came across some people that's done a lot of fascinating stuff in they past. Like they did a couple of different things that was very respectable for their journey. And they didn't seem to even have much value in it. Just like he was saying, like they didn't even value it. They didn't even see how big of an impact they had, so they just gone. My thing, like, dang, how much you could be missing out on so much of your life on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Those are a lot of big moments that you just don't want to take for granted. Just because it may seem small to them over there, that don't mean you got to look at it small too. That may be the biggest thing that happened for you, and take pride in that. Stand on it. Right. I don't care. You feel me? But I'm talking about I used to be in little performances, 2 people, 3 people in there. I don't care. I'm doing it like it's the biggest out there because I remember when this was just in my head. At a point in time. Before any of this used to just be in my head. You feel me? So everything is great. I'm grateful for everything. So you got to just be aware of everything. Don't take nothing for granted. So leave the past in the past. Be in the present.
Show the past be the greatest.
I think we had a question had pop up. I'm trying to see what's
I know one of them was what is all of our end goal, and another one was about our impact, about the significance of our impact.
What is your all's end goal? Okay, shoot. We're gonna wrap.
Okay, I want to answer our impact.
Okay.
Just me being a woman and just doing what I'm doing and just existing and being and just not being just a fictional character, but actually being a person who goes through real things. And you know what I'm saying? I'm alive. I have blood running through my veins, just like everybody else. So just being able to just like be and just like be myself and be able to still do my craft and just do what I love at the same time of me being able to relate to people at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we can do things and not relate to people. And we can do things and literally like be so off tangent to where people be like, well, who do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? So just be taking it, you know what I'm saying? Just working on ground with everything, being on the ground with everything, but still wearing your crown at the same time. Not losing your crown, not losing your head while you're on ground. Because many times, sometimes, just as women, as women artists, sometimes we have people who feel entitled to our art, feel entitled to our, just like our craft, feel entitled to just who we are. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to just stand on what we're doing and be able to still relate to people, but at the same time still not lose your crown. That's a lot to juggle. Like even just not as a woman, but just as like male artists at the same time. Like it's the same thing. But I feel like just like spiritually, I feel like it's a lot more heavy for women. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more heavier for women, especially when you're walking in the dark by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to just stand on it and just walk through it with your head up high, and just being able to just like remember the impact, not forget the impact. It's almost like holding like a toy like you had as a kid, and you're like going through your journey through life and you still have that toy. The toy is a reminder of your purity. The toy is a reminder of just like who you are. So like, you know what I'm saying? Just like along my journey, just remembering like I'm making an impact, but at the same time, just remembering the journey and not getting lost and not let life tarnish me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's a lot. It can get very heavy to the point that we can literally let life tarnish us because of we're forgetting about the journey. We're just thinking about the moment, thinking about how hard it is in the moment. So just remembering the journey and just remembering that your impact is valid. And I remember that my impact is valid, and remember that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like when it's all over, you know what I'm saying? My name will be remembered and I will be honored because of what I'm doing.
Speak on that.
So
Big facts.
Nah, that's huge.
Big facts.
That's
Legacy. Your legacy in your hands.
yeah, it really is.
Okay, it's right there. You are the byproduct of your ancestors. Like we are the living ones right now. And you gotta understand how much that you even carrying right now. You are the message that it worked. You carrying it, you know what I mean? And then not only that, you are to present the new ones coming after you. So it's like we are the ones, like the people, the stories and stuff they're speaking about. I have a dream. We are them now. We are creating the narrative now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. And as far as on that impact, let me keep it brief. West side of Atlanta, Adamsville, Georgia, Camp Creek, Bunch Middle School, Lithium Springs, not even Lithium Springs, Mays High School. You know what I'm saying? All of it. You feel me? Where I came from, the different things I had to experience. And I'm letting everybody know you don't got to go down that same standard everybody else went down. I'm telling you, half of the stuff that I was able to do that we used to be talking about in the hood, bro, I ain't have to do none of that. I ain't have to do all the extra stuff they had to do. I ain't have to fake it. I ain't have to do none of that. And they still give me the same respect. You feel me? They still give me the same respect. And they know who I'm talking to. Like, I don't have to do none of that. And the same respect is still, as a matter of fact, they even give more respect. They give me stuff. So I'm saying that to say, like, bro, men, women, no matter what, who you is, like, you don't got to do half of that. Like, half the stuff that seem like it's a lot that you just don't feel comfortable doing, don't do it. Stand 10 toes on you, no matter who going for it or who not. And you is gonna lose some people on the way. That's cool. They wasn't meant because they can't handle that workload. Because once you start traveling and getting out, you know what I mean? Of course, you're going to have to deal with some stuff when you're in a new area. It's cool, but you already done conquered that in your previous one. You feel me? So just use them same lessons. Like, look, you ain't got to do that. You don't got to go the same route everybody else went.
That's 1,000. It goes back to, like, even the topic, you know, how to be an artist and be yourself. And, like, what bro just was touching on about, you know, him not having to do none of that. Not having to, like, the stereotype for the system, the stereotype for the hood, all that. You don't have to just be yourself. So, you know, yeah, that's it. That was hard. Okay, that's it for real. For me, my end goal for real is to just make a big of an impact that I possibly can. That not only that I just be remembered and memorable, but what I can actually, like, help shift something. You know what I'm saying? Actually, like, real deal, like, just turn it around. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just an energy, a certain frequency, energy, or vibration. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about, for example, like Bob Marley. Like, Bob Marley's impact was so powerful, and it was just through music. It was just through music, his energy, his presence, his divinity through the music and his message is so powerful that 30, 40 years later, it's still being played by not only people from that generation, but people in generations under that me, I love this man. You know what I'm saying? And for me not even know all of his songs and listen to all his songs, the songs that I listen to and just the tuning into his personal life, like his energy, he really was what he was speaking. He was carrying that. He was walking in it. And he took everything that came with it. But he didn't have to do it in the manner of, he didn't have to do it the same way that Stokely Carmichael did. That was Stokely Carmichael's job. That was his area. He didn't have to do it the same way that Malcolm X did. That was Malcolm X's purpose. Everybody plays a part in it. So, you know, but it was still significant, and it still gets people through tough times today. So that's my angle. My angle is the same thing, but just take it to the next level. Do what our ancestors did, but take it to the next level. Do what they couldn't do. Just take it to the next level. Take it to the next level, because it's literally up to us. It's legit. It's up to us. It's up to us. You know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all. It's up to us. We all one. So never want to change it till we change it.
Facts. Facts. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I definitely plan to disrupt the industry. Yeah. I plan to disrupt the industry majorly. We will be taking over major networks to make sure that we are in charge of the stuff that's coming out. Because we caught on to the programming. We caught on to the falsifying news. We caught on to the false positions. We caught on to it. And we caught on. We ain't falling victim to it no more. You know, we gonna put out the real. You know, we gonna learn to invite the journey again. You know, and that's what we on for sure.
Y'all remember to tune in next week Wednesday. We will see you guys later. We got some things that we gotta do. Let's leave. Let's go, guys.
Before we go ahead and get out, y'all. Hey, look, this Friday, March the 11th, it's the first Freestyle Friday strictly off the dome. First Freestyle Friday strictly off the dome. We have 3 more tickets left. It's on Eventbrite. Y'all, please come celebrate this with us. It's at 912 Recording Studios. The first episode, it started from the cafeteria, y'all. And it's back in. You feel me? Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Anybody else got any other news y'all got?
Yeah. We have a festival coming up April 9th at Stables. It's gonna be up. It's gonna be a lot. We have major performances. Of course, we will be performing. Our DJ will be DJ Richie Rose. We have a lot. We have a lot in store, and you guys will see more about it in the course of this month till this time. But just
we'll keep reminding y'all. Y'all won't forget. We keep reminding y'all.
You know what I'm saying? We have a lot. And we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for just even supporting us and being able to take the time out to look at us.
You said that like, what's the wrong? You said so quick. Okay, bye, you guys.
Ready. Set. Go. I said I'm with the soldier trap. It's a bit. Hey. Like that.